I feel like we're the sports version of the Saturday Night Live NPR skit.
Oh, yeah. I still feel really loud.
What about these?
Those should be right there.
Okay.
All right, I think we're good now.
Could be on the other one, too, over here.
Yeah, it could be that. Jim, can you hear us? So Jim's not got his headset on yet. All right, folks. We are. That was kind of a mad scramble. We just finished up a freshman team game here just a little bit ago. Jim needs it louder. Hold on. Let's see.
If you're joining us, you obviously know this is a reschedule. Or I don't know. Can you reschedule a game that hasn't happened yet? This is a moved game because of the potential for weather coming in overnight. And I think both schools want to be able to get the game in right instead of dealing with that. So we had a freshman game against Frankton. We're getting ready to have our JV and varsity games against Northeastern. I think we have a middle school girls game in the middle school gym.
Yep, they're playing Pendleton right now. So crazy night of sports. Wrestling teams at North Central tonight. So a lot of sports going on here at Eastern Hancock tonight.
Are we at regular North Central or North Central Farmersburg?
Indianapolis North Central.
Wow, that's awesome.
Sophomore with 55, Drew Morris. The run for the coach by Joe Paxton.
All right, folks. Let me turn the snow off so it's no longer falling snow on the scoreboard here. Oh. Thought that was a cool between games
I think it's awesome.
All right, so Gavin Kraft and Luke Zelinga getting ready to tip it off here, and
we have a player on Northeastern who's not on our list. Number 32.
He's not on the varsity roster as well. That's why I asked for a roster, so we're getting a roster. So Eli Brown controls the tip. Flips it over here to Braylon Malachi.
He's not on this roster either.
And that's not going to be helpful then. We'll run down and get 32's name. If you are a Northeastern fan, you can tell us who he is. He's not on either roster. And when I didn't have time to check in the pregame, we only had a 10-minute warm-up between the freshman game and this one, so not a lot of time for me. He just picked up a foul, I think, so see if we can hear.
No, they're looking for it too.
They don't know either.
No. Well, they put 23 up there, but.
Gavin Kraft. Okay, so
Gavin Platt. He is number 10 on the varsity.
Gotcha.
I believe, yeah.
That makes more sense.
As opposed to Gavin Kraft. They've got two Gavins.
That was just messing with me. Take there by Malachi. Can't get the fall. It's like a stay here with the Knights. That was a good play. Nice hands by Zelinga to get the steal.
Yeah, that was a good play. Just didn't get the right pass. Morris for three.
Drills it. Assisted by Gavin Schultz. I want to thank our cameraman tonight, Lincoln Schilling, running the camera this evening. Eli Brown up top, flips it over here to Malachi. Tries to drive, gets cut off. And I've watched this Northeastern team play, this JV team play twice. They destroyed Seton Catholic. And then Centerville beat them somewhat handily as Malachi misses on that one. Good job, Drew. But Centerville had some guys back that didn't play against us, so kind of hard to tell.
Robertson off the front of the rim.
Yep. Brown there for the rebound.
Poindexter's going to pick up the foul, I believe. Malachi gets the basket. Oh, he'll be going for the three-point play chance at the line. And it's all tied up.
Yep.
The pressure from the Knights. And we're handling this a little bit better than we handled New Pal's pressure.
Just a little bit.
Cash was looking for Parker, couldn't find the right angle. Too bad. Z shot no good. And that is Landon Helms on the rebound. Zelinga.
Put the box out there.
Yeah, it was a nice job. Good fight. Oh, he missed the cutter. There we go.
Got him. Cash can't get it to fall.
Well, nice play. Good set. Zelinga again. So far, Royals do a nice job on the boards.
Body position's been really good.
Yep.
Schultz drives. He's going to draw the foul.
And it's going to be Eli Brown picking up his first. Schultz will get a pair, and it looks like Brendan Noah is going to come in for Poindexter.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the I had a comment about the camera being laggy, and it is. I'll try to figure that out during the quarter break.
Well, Schultz makes both. Royals retake the lead.
Be right back, Scott.
Yep. It's a rebound from Malachi. And Brown will, or Bruns, sorry, Bruns is in there. So Helms gets a basket. Schultz looking to drive. Royals just running their sets. Showing a lot of patience inside of the big man. Morris, drop step with ice. Yeah, we haven't seen a real aggressive Drew so far, at least in the games that we have covered. I like this.
Yeah, Parker had good body position, but couldn't get it with the one hand.
Yep.
Lost it out of bounds. It'll stay, well, had one ref point to the Knights, one ref point to the Royals. Looks like we're going to get it.
Malachi picks up a foul, and that's the third. And I missed one of them. So Thompson will check in.
Gavin Kraft came back in as well, and Logan Wood. Did you get
Oh, I like that. Oh, Coach Paxson trying to show where the dirt was churned up on the sideline there to show we were legit. That's a tough one.
A minute 40 left. Royals lead by 2. Kick out, 3 on the way, off the mark.
Nope, couldn't grab it though, and that was Gavin Kraft. Yeah.
Offensive rebound putback from Kraft.
Yeah, shouldn't have complimented our rebound. That's a good look from Morris. Take it up, Z. Good.
Nice.
Draws the foul. And that's going to be Kraft. So that's the 4th team foul for the Knights, which means Royals will be in the bonus for the next minute 22. See if we can take advantage of that. Luke makes the first. Second's a little bit long, but Morris grabs the rebound. Parker's going to reset it. No, he's going to take it. Back rim. Oh, Noah gets beat baseline and actually forces, looks like it's Gabe Thompson, forces Thompson into travel. There we go. Schultz is going to blow by him. Hits Z in the corner. Nope, can't get it to fall. Thompson with the rebound. And that is Gavin Platt with the basket. And the Royals turn it over. Knights with a 1-point lead. Chance to widen it here with 30 seconds left. Robertson will check out. Poindexter's in.
Yeah, just pressure's been kind of feast or famine. We're either beating it and getting a good look, or we're turning it over. Nice turnaround jumper there from Kraft.
Yep, gets the friendly bounce. There we go. Hit Drew. Drew can't quite get there. It's a little different when they're passing the other way. There you go, Noah.
Good body position, Drew, with the offensive board. Kicks it out to Gavin. Ooh, nice take by Noah.
I like that aggressiveness.
Knights didn't know how much time was there.
No.
And we're gonna try. I'm gonna try replacing the cord, and we'll be right back.
All right.
We'll see if that. I replaced a cord. I had an old cord in there, so we replaced it. We'll see if that fixes things for us there, Scott.
All right, hopefully.
I noticed the same thing on our computer. I could see it on our computer being jumpy, so. Let us know in the chat if that cleans things up. And Morris
looking to get inside again. He likes his matchup, and
nice.
Same thing. Drew with 7 points. I got him with 7 points, 4 rebounds already.
Brown gets cut off.
Yep,
Nice
Z
deflection. Z tips it to Schultz.
He's going to take it. Oh, yeah, Luke.
Zelinga. Cash nearly gets the steal away from Malachi. Over here to Thompson now. Helms with it, 15-footer.
Think Zelinga got a piece of that? They're going to say no. I wanted to give him a block, but
Well, I'm looking at his body language, and Z's body language was like, did anybody see me touch
Yes.
It was not a definitive, hey, that was this.
right. It's our second turnover there. I don't, I wanted to give Zelinga a block for that, but we can't give you a block if it's not their ball. And we gave it back to him anyway. Should have taken the block. That'd been hilarious if he starts saying, no, I tipped it.
Yeah, that was me. I did it. We got near a 5-second call here. Brown got it picked up.
That was pretty good defense from Schultz.
Helms at the high post, flips it over there to Thompson. One thing I've always seen with these Northeastern teams, JV, varsity, doesn't matter. They are going to play a lot of guys.
Yeah.
I looked, varsity game, we're going to see it. Z gets up, gets bumped while he's in the air by Kraft. We're going to see in the varsity game 10 guys averaging 10 minutes a game or more.
Yeah, they do like to play their guys.
Noah just too late on that pass. It's stolen away, but then Noah with the block on Malachi. Drew with the spin move, and Drew Morris with his 9th point.
Who got our steal? Was that Poindexter or Zelinga? I looked down.
Brennan Noah. No,
Noah got a block.
Noah got a block, and then Noah picked up the
Noah did
rebound.
get it, the rebound?
So it would have been a rebound.
I like that. We got 9 points from Morris. This is, I didn't watch our Westell game Saturday night, but this is the most aggressive we've seen him this year.
Yeah, I know Coach Paxton said the Westell game kind of came in spurts. He was really happy with 5-minute sections of the game, and then other times he was throwing his hands up in angst.
Yeah, I get that. We saw last year aggressive Drew helped the whole team. Mm-hmm. And when Drew's going to the basket, then he starts passing off that as the double teams come. We get really, really difficult to guard.
And there's not a lot of guys that want to try to take a charge on Drew.
No, I would not take a charge on Drew. And you can see it. I mean, it's three of his 4 baskets been a little drop step or a spin move. He's pretty good for a big guy. He's got good feet.
I always like watching him pull and lead on like a buck sweep type play and get outside in football, because I feel like he's just screaming like he is just going to – Zelinga with the block, but Malachi gets his own board. That's tough. Not much you can do there for Z. I feel like he's just screaming like Quentin Nelson.
Yep. And when Drew decides he's going to be mean, then opposing defenders need to watch out.
Bentley Bruns and Carson Wood check in for the Knights. The officials make sure that our boys have their shirts tucked in.
Yes, the most important thing you could do.
Tucking your jersey in is like the basketball equivalent of cover your knees.
Yes.
In football, with make sure your knee pads cover your knees.
At least there's a purpose to that, though, where there's some sort of pad, whether it works or not.
True.
I don't know what having your jersey untucked is going to do, other than look sloppy. Look at that.
Zelinga up through contact, gets the late whistle.
Yep, and that's going to be Gavin Kraft with his second.
Watch it here from this angle. Z gets good position and low. And the one thing I do wish Z would do, he faded away.
Yeah.
I want to see him go through that contact, because he got the call there, but very easily could have not gotten that one.
I think part of that is he and Drew got different body shapes. And
Slightly.
Z's not got a lot of weight on him. I mean, and as he gets stronger and puts some more muscle mass and stuff, I think maybe he'll start doing that a little bit more. It's a little slight right now.
18-13 Royals lead, 4:05 to go here in the first half. Knights haven't turned it over a whole lot, but I feel like they've taken a lot of contested shots, kind of like that one there. But Bruns gets his own rebound, goes right back inside to Helms, working on Z. Z with the block, and then Drew Morris grabs the rebound there.
And that's Jake Maurer, who has snuck in without me noticing.
Didn't the Minnesota Twins have a Jake Maurer that played catcher?
They did, and he was an outstanding high school quarterback, like had D1 offers.
Really?
And decided to go play catcher for the Twins and then moved to first base. And I shouldn't know that much about a Minnesota Twins player.
I say that's a lot of information right there.
I found it fascinating that you could be that high level at multiple sports and how they go about choosing which one they want to play. So,
well, you look at like a Kyler Murray for the Arizona Cardinals. Was a high draft pick in the Major League Baseball draft.
Just the money making potential, the longevity, and the less chance of catastrophic injuries. I think in baseball. Seems like that would be the one you would pick most of the time, but they said John Elway and Dan Marino were good baseball players.
I know Elway got drafted. Nice job. Caleb Shelley comes in and gets a steal right off the bat.
Yeah, he was playing for the Yankees, I think in Columbus or something when he forced the Colts to trade him.
Yep.
Nice.
Poindexter, nice pass into Z.
Yep.
Zelinga can't get it to go.
Yep. Poindexter deserved an assist off that. That was a really good pass.
2:35 to go here.
I will tell you this, too. Here's, at least for right now, my last trivia. Dave Winfield.
There we go. They get an offensive foul. Zelinga frustrating Helms. Helms throws the shoulder into him.
Dave Winfield, famous for I think Padres and then Yankees. I believe he was drafted in all three major sports.
So was, who am I thinking? Played for the Celtics?
Danny Ainge.
Danny Ainge, I believe, was all three.
Yeah.
Now, some of those, you had like 18 rounds to the NFL draft back then.
Right. Yeah, I think Winfield didn't play one of the sports, but he was so big and athletic that different times, I guess, but. Oh, little Euro step from Poindexter, and he converts.
Gets on the board with his first points of the game.
Definitely not the age of specialization at that point. So I believe Tom Glavine, who's a Hall of Fame pitcher, was a hockey goalie as well and could have played. That stuff's fascinating to me. Cash going to pick up the foul now. He is literally the only Royal with a foul.
Yeah.
Hey, you tuned in tonight. Not only do we have a different night of basketball for you, you're getting all kinds of random facts totally unrelated to the ball game.
And it's not even a blowout.
No.
7-point game. Bruns with it. Flips it over here, 3 on the way from Wood. Off the mark.
Yep.
Poindexter with the rebound.
Yeah, that one came off the backboard pretty hard. Cash going to drive. No, kicks it to Shelley in the corner. Shelley's shot can't get the roll, and 3 guys outduel Parker for the rebound.
Caleb got 3 bounces on that, but couldn't get it to fall. But there
forces the turnover.
Yep, Gavin Schultz with the steal. Gavin wisely pulls out, and then Cash sends it to Shelley over to Parker for 3.
Man, you know what's amazing? Like,
nice job.
There
Shelley fights for it. Shelley picks up the loose ball. Over to Schultz.
Does that count as a rebound for Shelley because nobody possessed it, really?
I would say it's a rebound for him.
This is the best I've seen him in the limited games we've had, too. And we're doing all this without Parker scoring.
Yeah. Yeah, Parker's not shot well tonight. Under a minute to play now. Royals still lead by 7 here. Brun's going to be close to 5.
Oh, they called
they're going to get a timeout.
Yep. Saved him because he was getting a 5-second call, or Gavin had a layup.
Yep. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors.
Electric customer, you're already connected to something powerful. Now, get connected to something even more powerful. High-speed fiber internet in your home. Experience the 9-star difference. And expert technical support available 24/7, 365 days a year. From powering your home to powering your internet, experience our trusted service in a new way. Make the switch to 9-Star Connect Fiber Internet today. Visit 9starconnect.com.
I'm glad that we got some new commercials from 9-Star this year.
Yeah.
Because I was getting to the point where I could almost recite them from memory. There's 34.9 seconds left here.
See if the Knights try to hold it for one shot or just, oh, that was a good play. Couldn't convert it.
Off Malachi. Oh.
Yeah, I think it went off either Caleb or Cash on its way out.
Bruns with 20 seconds.
Yep, tried the same play, but Cash did a better job defending the cutter that time.
Thompson gets through, but knifed away. Poindexter comes up with it. I don't know who poked it away. Cash going the other way, 6 seconds.
Ooh!
Nice pass from Schultz to Robertson. That's going to do it. They're not going to get the ball inbounded. Watch the replay of this one.
What a sequence.
Well,
there it is.
We need to talk to our cameraman a little bit.
Who may or may not be Cody Hibbert. Not a great quarter for the Knights that time, only 2 points.
Yeah.
Royals really played well in that second quarter.
Now, we do have a short and only a 5-minute halftime here. So 5-minute halftime, so don't go too far. We'll be right back with the third quarter here in about 4.5 minutes.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
It is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner. Welcome into the Commissioner's Corner. I'm Brendan King, joined by the Commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. Paul, congrats to you and your team on wrapping up another great IHSAA football state finals. And I guess this is officially the transition, right? As we get into December, football wraps up, basketball officially in full motion. How'd everything go last weekend at Lucas Oil Stadium?
Well, first of all, it's a phenomenal weekend. We had great attendance, and the games I thought they weren't decided. Sometimes you get there and based upon records and other things, people are saying this team's going to win, this team's going to win. These games were highly competitive, even though the score may not have ended up there at the end. But we had a 14-14 game at halftime in the 1A game, and and these kids really were prepared well. They played well, and their coaches did a great job with them, and so it was a great fan tournament.
What can you say about the partnership with the Colts? And, of course, the Colts then played the Texans on Sunday, and that's so special in our state that literally, professional football players are using this turf the day after, 2 days after high school players get to. The partnership with the Colts another year down, right?
Yeah, that's right. The Colts are phenomenal. They do such a great job, and they grow football in Indiana. Like the Pacers Sports Entertainment helped us grow basketball, and they grow football, and they do a great job. And it's across the board. The work that they've done with not only the high school scene and honoring coaches and teams is great, but the work they've done to develop girls flag football in the state is phenomenal also. And so that only grows football across the board. And then again, the Colts are just phenomenal people that understand high school sports.
So a big shout out to all the Mental Attitude Award winners. 1A was Micah Rands, 3A was Brady Trebley, 5A was Abe Walling. Then the 2A game on Saturday morning, it was Micah Sheffer, Colin Ash from Roncalli in Class 4A. I thought it was super special, though, Paul, in Class 6A to wrap up the weekend. Cash Ballard from Westfield, who is one of the sons of Indianapolis Colts general manager Chris Ballard. I know Chris every year records a video for you guys as the teams are taking the field. So that's a special moment for every kid and parent when they're watching their son, their child, play at Lucas Oil Stadium. But how about to get Chris involved and have his son Cash win the Mental Attitude Award? Of course, that speaks to what he does at Westfield. But just for you guys at the IHSAA to have that photo taken, Chris Ballard on the field with his family in the 6A game, how cool was that?
Well, it was real cool. And anytime a student athlete wins the Mental Attitude Award, it's something they put on their resume for the rest of their life. But, you know, I saw Cash come through and I saw his application. And first of all, a great football player. His command of the game and as the center on the offensive line there was great. But, you know, he handled himself with such class all the way through. His interview post award was phenomenal also. And then, you know, and that's for all families. It's just another opportunity to be proud of this child that they've raised. And, you know, it was obvious that Cash has got a phenomenal upbringing and great parents, and that showed Saturday, and that's the reason why he was the Mental Attitude Award winner.
Paul Neidig, the commissioner of the IHSAA, with us on the Commissioner's Corner. So, Paul, full swing, girls basketball and boys basketball. I know last weekend, with the snow coming into town, it was greeted by a lot of postponements, I think 48 total basketball postponements on Friday night. So what's the process for you guys of helping get all those rescheduled on schools' dockets? And, you know, again, 48 postponements, that's a big number.
Well, our schools do a phenomenal job. You know, it's something that our athletic directors, I think, across the board are some of the best in the country, and they do a great job of managing those types of situations. And it's not just one phone call and say, we're going to play this game on this date. You have to work out the date, then you got to make sure you can hire officials, you got to let your fans know, you got to
All right, we are back here getting ready to start the second half. And I like the way we played, especially that second quarter. I mean, we played fine in the first, but I like the way Drew kind of got us going. Zelinga played really well that quarter.
Yeah, our bigs are doing a nice job. We will probably be without Drew for the rest of the game, though.
Yeah.
We all need to eat more vegetables, but we run.
So Knights go right inside, and I think, are they going to get Poindexter his third?
Yep.
Cash gets a quick foul. And that actually hurts us because we don't have Drew to be in there as part of that mix.
Although Shelley played really well there in the first half.
He did a nice job.
It's kind of that other guy there. Platt drives in, nothing, tipped around. Offensive rebound for Malachi.
Yeah. We need to not let them back in here this quarter.
Three on the way from Malachi is good.
And Malachi's had a nice game for the Knights.
I've got him with 8. Is that right?
Yeah, and he's picked up some rebounds along the way. Poindexter thought about it, hits Zelinga in the corner.
As he was dribbling, but he had no on the cut.
Yep.
Kick out to Parker. That one
still can't get it to
mark.
fall.
Another rebound for Kraft. Platt working on Robertson.
Got away with a foul on that one.
Yeah. It's called physical play.
You know?
Malachi in the corner. Up to Brown. Bad pass is going to,
Really? Yeah. I don't know about that one. Maverick Burt getting ready to check in.
Let's watch it. Replay here.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see it. I mean, he dropped his hand. It wasn't as bad as the one we had against New Pal last week where we got bailed out on one, but I don't know. Platt working inside to Helms. Helms double dribbled it.
And that's Parker causing that. I thought they were going to give him a foul, but Nice job. And there were times earlier in the game that pressure really bothered us, but we handled it fairly well.
Right there.
Yep.
Gets kicked around. Schultz drives.
Ooh.
Nice pass to Robertson.
And that's the second time Schultz has hit Robertson on a cut to the basket like that. Little scoop pass.
Parker with his 4th point. Somebody said they didn't know the game had been moved. It was a last-minute decision due to some weather coming in tomorrow night. A lot of schools' policy is if they don't have school, then they don't let you play any extracurricular activities. So I think this way we can ensure to get the game in. And that's why we went to a shortened halftime and stuff for the JV to make sure we get this game in.
Right. This is the middle of a triple header tonight. Got the C team playing their Frankton game earlier tonight. So
Malachi missed on the first one. He's got one more coming. That foul was the first foul on somebody other than Cash for the Royals. Maverick Burke picked that one up.
Who subbed in for Cash?
Yeah. Malachi hits that one. And then there's a steal there for Brown. Knocked around. Platt and Z fighting for it. Platt's going to get fouled. Lots of hijinks happening there under the basket. See if we can see it from our
That's going to be
backward
Parker.
cam. Yeah, it's probably good. Platt had control of it, and Parker did shove his hand in there trying to get in there. So.
Oh, they got open underneath. We lost him.
Can't finish, but an offensive rebound for Malachi. He can't get it. And then Zelinga gets fouled as he pulls down a board.
This would be a really good time for Zelinga to assert himself on both ends of the floor. So junior could be a stabilizing presence, and we could see that from Parker as well.
Yep.
And we typically do.
That was Gavin Kraft who picked up his 3rd. Schultz flips it out to Robertson.
Got him on the wing.
Got Maverick Burke, corner 3, in and out. Rebound to Helms. Step back 3 for Platt, too strong. Zelinga another board.
I've got him with 5.
Noah wasn't looking. If Noah had been running, he would have had a wide open layup. I don't think he realized Z was pushing it. Parker Robertson, deep 3. Finally gets one to fall. Assisted by Zelinga on that one.
I've got Zelinga with 4 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and 2 blocks. He's stat stuffer tonight.
Parker's going to pick up the foul there. It looked worse than it was. Parker's 3, Royals back on top by double digits after that.
That's tough. He had to take that ball in right in front of the middle school, I think 6th grade cheer block.
Spinning shot,
wow.
Tough shot there from Gabe Thompson.
Yeah, that was nice. Very smooth. We get the ball down quick though to try to beat the press. Zelinga got that one blocked. Oh, and they're going to call it out of bounds. It was not saved by Thompson. I just saw Corey Hilbert enter. We're in the presence of royalty.
Very nice.
I like that. Come on, Z. Nice follow from Burke. He gets a piece of it, but Zelinga is able to put it back in.
Offensive rebound putback.
I fell asleep that time.
Thompson knocks home the 3.
Yeah, and another steal. Come on, boys.
They're going to get a push on Gavin here.
Yep.
Oh, that's tough if you're Gavin.
We want to make that quick pass, but we're not always in position for it, and the Knights are doing a nice job with their press. I think Coach Paxton's seen enough of that.
We're going to take a timeout. We'll step aside. We'll be right back with 3:04 to play here in the third.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
All right, folks, we're back here. 22-29, 3:04 to go here in quarter number 3. Like I said, from David Francis, glad you could join us tonight. We're hoping that we get the weather out of the way tomorrow, and then we can have games on Saturday. My daughter has to play in a youth game Saturday, so obviously I need those games to be played.
Right.
Those take precedence over the girls' varsity and boys' varsity game.
Absolutely.
So Gabe Thompson at the line. Sinks them both. Five-point game here. Robertson hits Noah. Nice. Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't get the right angle that he wanted.
Thompson pulls it down.
That was a good offensive possession. We just need to convert at the end. Thompson again. Where's this kid been?
He didn't score in the first half, did he?
No. He's at 10 points all in this quarter.
He's brought him all the way back to within 2. Zelenka's going to answer.
Oh.
Can't get it to fall. Maverick Burke with a nice rebound, though. I think you got to go. There we go. Get a foul. We got to go to Z. We got to slow things down. We've been at our best when we're going to our big guys. And
I
letting them
agree.
work.
We got height advantages tonight.
Go right back into Z.
He thought about too long.
Kicks it out to Parker, and he's going to be fouled on the 3.
Wow. I think that's going to be Gavin Platt.
Fouls on Gavin Platt, his second, team third. Parker Robertson with the line for the Royals, shooting 3.
Let's go, Parker.
Parker off on the second one. I always like getting 3 free throws because I felt like I could miss the first 2 and still go, hey, I hit one of them.
Yeah. Parker with 9 points now. 7 of them coming in this quarter. He's trying to match Thompson. Oh, nice.
Nice Gavin Schultz with the strip, and Bentley Bruns going to pick up the foul, trying to keep him from getting the fast break layup.
Yeah, and the problem there, Bruns tried to go behind his back, and I couldn't tell if Gavin deflected or if he got caught on his like waist trying to go around the back, but Schultz was there.
When in doubt, give him credit, right?
Absolutely.
Under 2 to play here in the third. Now Bruns getting a little handsy with Gavin, and that's going to be both teams in the bonus. So now Gavin Schultz going to go to the line.
Gavin Schultz goes to the line for the Royals.
Gavin off the mark on the first one. We only have our backboard camera on one end, so if you're wanting a backboard camera on both ends of the court, you can contact us and donate. How about that?
Schultz, all 3 points coming on free throws so far.
Thompson again.
Wow. He's having a night in a corner. There you go, Jake. Oh, Z put it on the. Oh, nice.
Oh, it just couldn't handle it. Swinging around. Maurer.
All right.
There you go. From Gavin Schultz. Thompson wants it again. He's going to get a chance. All right, well.
He's hit 4 threes in this quarter and has 16 points.
Maurer gets by, dumps it over to Zelinga. Zelinga, 2 more courtesy of Jake Maurer.
This has become very entertaining.
Thompson's like, just give me the ball.
If this were the old Nintendo game Double Dribble, he would be flashing right now. He's so hot. Oh! Both Jake and Gavin diving for the ball, and I think if they're giving it to us.
That's definitely an awful call. Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, I think that. I think that Knights player had his arm out.
Why was he diving for it?
Who knows?
The Knights don't like it, but I think that actually is the right call.
You can see his arm extended. Yeah, I think he got caught up in the excitement of everybody diving on the floor.
Yeah, that was Malachi. Yeah, he.
But we had Gavin and Jake both going for the ball. If Jake would have stayed standing up, he had a layup.
Yeah.
Because Gavin was hitting it to him. Jake didn't realize, so he dives.
And they both dove for it, and I think it was out on Northeastern.
Yeah, it was right before he crossed the line, yeah.
That would have been out on the Knights. Gavin and Jake both dive for it. Okay, well.
Now, look, I don't know if, to be fair, I don't know if the Northeastern player got there before it crossed the line, but he definitely had his arm extended. Good job, Noah.
Nice. Parker into Zelinga. Zelinga lays it in for 2 more, courtesy of Parker Robertson. Went from a 2-point game all the way up to a 6-point lead again.
Yeah, Zelinga with 11.
Thompson he got away with the travel. Bruns flips it over here to Platt. Platt, pump fake, drive by. Brennan Noah with another rebound.
Paxton's trying to slow him down, and they're not having any of it.
Robertson for 3. Buries it again.
We got Schultz with 5 assists.
What a way to end the quarter for the Royals.
Yeah, Parker had 10 in that quarter. The Royals score 20.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this word from Paxton Farms.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farms sweet corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Paxton Farms Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
So, John Collins' comment, that quarter was fun. I think that's an understatement. That was a blast.
Both coaches, though, I'm looking down here, both of them furious at the defense in that quarter.
Yeah, there was
but
no
it's like,
defense. The Royals are going to – Drew Morris comes back in. Poindexter back in for the first time since early in the third quarter. He picked up his third foul, so that helps.
And I like Drew playing 3. Drew hasn't played a ton of minutes in the varsity games.
No.
And so I don't think there's a need to save him for all those quarters when he can get the reps here. You know, I want him to play 5 quarters a night. I want him to get as much repetition as possible.
And the thing is it gives Z a break, because I don't think Z's maybe got 1 break in the first quarter.
Drew missed, got his own rebound, put it back up. Parker's going to pick up a foul. Yeah, I think the only break Z got was he came out, got a little bit of a breather in the second quarter, I think.
Yep.
But they were able to leave Drew in. Thompson not on the floor for the Knights. Platt drives over Robertson.
Wow.
Nice. That was a nice little take by him.
Yeah, that was a baby hook. Well, runner baby hook. That was a good play.
Morris backs it down, kicks to Poindexter, wide open 3. Off to the right. Brennan Noah with the offensive board. Kicks it back out. Ooh. Platt was coming down just a little bit.
Yep. I think that's another one that looks worse than maybe it was.
He was in great body position, but just the arms just came down just a touch. Picked up the foul. Parker, that looked like a travel too, didn't it?
Yep.
1 minute gone here in the fourth.
Oh,
Nice
what a pass.
Parker Robertson.
Yeah.
Cash can't finish. Coach Paxton unhappy with the no call there.
Yeah, and as Cash was drifting and maybe got a little body contact, he couldn't quite get his arm at the angle. The ball just went straight up in the air, but it was a great look.
Whoa, I don't know how Brown didn't break an ankle there.
Yeah.
Like a move that I saw in ballet. Platt flips it up there, can't get it to go. Drew Morris had the rebound. Drew lost it, and then Helms with the offensive board and the putback. You don't see a lot of guys take it away from Drew.
Nope.
I don't think he knew that Kraft was there.
And we're back to.
By the way, here's that no call on Cash here. Great pass from Parker. I mean, you get a little bit of an arm, but I don't know. I'm with you. Was it his momentum? Was it the arm? I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
If only we had a camera down there. Yeah. Another offensive rebound and putback for Malachi.
And
another bad pass. Parker Robertson throws it out of bounds. Coach Paxton wants a timeout.
So we're going to get the same speech he gave the third quarter when we were doing this.
Yep.
And then he's going to say something about give it to Parker and let him score.
Or go into Drew and just do that. So we'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Electric customer, you're already connected to something powerful. Now, get connected to something even more powerful. High-speed fiber internet in your home. Experience the 9-star difference. And expert technical support available 24/7, 365 days a year. From powering your home to powering your internet, experience our trusted service in a new way. Make the switch to 9-Star Connect Fiber Internet today. Visit 9starconnect.com.
You know, as we're back here in the fourth quarter, one of the things I love is watching the coaching. Coach Paxton encouraging his guys to rebound.
Fired up Coach Paxton is my favorite Coach Paxton. Uh-oh.
Platt, no good. Drew's going to grab that rebound. Now that I share a wall with Mr. Paxton, I get to see fired up Coach Paxton a lot. It's fun.
I'm sure you do.
Drew backing down Kraft, and he's going to get bodied. He'll be on the floor. It's Kraft's fourth.
And he is the only size they have.
Yeah.
I'd like to see us just go right back inside. Is there some play we can run to get Drew the ball?
Well,
right
that's
there.
a good one, too.
Yeah.
Noah.
Yep. And that was going off Noah, and it was, I think it was Brown standing out of bounds, and the ball went off Noah and hit him while he was standing there.
Yep. Drew finds Parker, back to Cash. Cash going baseline. Oh, Platt just anticipated it, took it away.
I like that idea from Cash, though.
There's Thompson.
Jeez.
3 more for Thompson. Maybe he should have tried shooting in the first half.
Yeah.
Ties the game at 42. Gavin Schultz kicks it out to Robertson, over to Morris. Back to Parker.
Again, good idea. Led Drew a little bit. He wasn't quite moving yet.
Zelinga's going to come back in. They'll replace Poindexter here. All knotted up at 42. Platt finds Brown, 3 way off. Brennan Noah there for another rebound. I'm just watching the coaches. Nice pass, Zelinga into Morris.
Oh, good block.
That's
Kraft.
tough. Kraft with a really nice block and then controls it.
And that was gutsy because he's got 4 fouls.
Yep. Thompson to Brown, 3:11 to play here, all tied at 42.
I really want to see Thompson pull up from like our logo. And
Malachi drives. They're going to get Gavin on the reach. I think Zelinga was in good body position.
Yep. You're right.
Platt to inbound. Not a great inbound play there. 5-second call.
Yeah. Good job. Good D.
Just not good movement there.
Nope.
None of those screens were clean.
Nope.
5-second call is going to give it back to the Royals.
That was kind of one of those you just go through the motions in practice.
Yep.
There you go.
Nice. Gavin gets out. Go. Would like to see us run there and try to get to the block. Parker over to Gavin.
We got Zelinga in with Morris. We got outstanding size matchup.
Oh,
mismatch.
nice.
Oh, he waited. Drew. Okay.
That's okay.
All
Still
right.
got it.
Fair enough. I think Drew wanted to tease him.
Eastern back on top, 44-42. 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, and if Thompson wants to shoot now, he's going to have to go over Zelinga's like 6'5", long arms.
Platt, spin move. Ties it back at 44. Nice pass. Good ball movement.
Great look.
Parker drives in. Tough shot, no.
Man.
Kraft yanks down another board. 2 minutes to go. Thompson going to drive. Poked away by Robertson.
Yeah, that's a travel. Oh, they call foul?
Call it.
Oh, wow. I disagree with that. That was losing control of the ball and then juggling it on your shins. Helms going to check in.
Only Drew's first.
Yeah.
Malachi to Platt. Oh. And Parker just, that was unnecessary.
Yep.
He just contested the catch.
And that's Robertson's 4th and our team 4th, so the Knights are in the bonus for the remainder of the game.
Parker, if you want to contest the catch, you can do that as a safety on the football team. I know they'll take you. Platt dribbles it off of his foot. Oh.
And Parker just fouled out. Helms hits the basket. That was unfortunate. We got jumping for the loose ball, and Helms comes up open with it.
Helms hits it. Here's the view from this angle. I mean, that's tough.
Yeah.
Everybody's fighting. We got 3 guys on the floor for the ball. There's just nothing you can do there. Sometimes things don't bounce your way. Helms no good, but another offensive rebound. Yep. Malachi with the offensive board, and then Poindexter fouls him.
And that's his 4th.
My daughter doesn't know. She loves basketball, and the one thing that she and I work on a lot is boxing out.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
She would be encouraging him to put a body into somebody right now. Malachi hits the first.
Malachi not as spectacular as Thompson has been the second half, but has been steady throughout the game.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's got 12 points right now. Make it 13.
Timeout Green. So we're going to take one more break here, and we'll be back with the remainder of the game. We'll go the rest of the way commercial free unless we go overtime. We'll be right back.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, we're back here. Minute 34 to go.
Little different setup. Get the ball in. There we go, Gavin. And nobody running with him.
Two-possession game here. No need to panic. Nice take by Gavin. He got.
Yeah,
oh man!
They're going to call a foul on.
He did.
Helms.
He got whacked in the face, but
it's unfortunate though because he did have a cutting Drew Morris who converted the basket.
I know.
I'd rather have that than the foul.
Nearly had his 6th assist of the game. Minute 14 to go. Knights lead by 4. Nice Zelinga. Good play. Z leaves it short, and it's tapped out to Bruns.
You could tell he was kind of in between and was trying to put some touch on it.
And then Poindexter fouls out.
Yep, and they're going to shoot free throws again.
I think he was just trying to stop the clock so they couldn't run it out. So Bentley Bruns, his first free throw attempts of the game here. No good on the first. Switches the second. 5-point game, so still 2-possession game here. You still got time. You can still work it inside, work to your big guys. Maurer finds Morris.
No, and that one they ran into each other. Yep. Drew Cutton and Jake.
We're going to see if it was tipped or not. Let's watch on the replay.
I don't know if it was, but we'll take it.
I'm going to say the official back at the half-court line said it was tipped, so we needed that. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Gavin Schultz going to the basket.
Schultz for 2.
And then Schultz harassing Bruns.
We're going to have to foul. Good, Maurer.
Maurer fouls Platt.
Maurer foul for the Royals, his first. Gavin Platt to the line for the Knights.
Rolls that one in.
Elijah Brown checks in for the Knights.
38.8 left. 2-possession game again.
Yeah, put Maverick Burke in. He's a three-point shooter.
Platt calmly sinks them both.
Push it.
5-point deficit. Noah finds Zelinga. Good look for three.
Nope, short.
Left it short.
And
Eli Brown with the rebound.
Yeah, and that came out awkwardly. Got to foul him. Got to foul him.
There we go. Wasted a lot of time there for that, waiting on that foul.
Going to be Platt again.
Gavin Platt to the line for the Knights.
.21 seconds left here. Too strong on that one.
Gabriel Thompson checks in for the Knights.
And that's big because it still makes it,
Yep.
even if he hits this, it's still a 2-possession game. Nobody up to rebound for the Knights. Misses them both.
Go, boys, go. Push it, push it, push it.
Schultz going to take it, and he's fouled. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that was a smart foul actually there by Eli Brown.
Yeah, they had a foul to give. And we're going to have to reset. We had an open layup.
Noah, three. Ooh. Got it.
Big shot from Brennan Noah.
Huge. Cuts it down to 2.
And I like it. That was a clutch shot.
So 2-point game here. And you don't have to get the steal, because even if you foul, you got to hit both of them if they want to make it a 1-possession game. So, but I think you can get them. Maybe you can get them to panic here and get the steal.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the strategy is. Obviously, you're going to deny, try to get the 5-second call, because the clock's not going to run.
I always like to see what the offense runs in this situation. You know, some teams like this where it's just get it in and let yourself get fouled.
Right.
Some teams don't do anything new. Some teams run totally different, almost like football empty plays.
Right.
I'm always interested to see what different teams do. I like the idea of running some of those football-type plays like a mesh play to get guys open. But
well, and the good thing is if you can get the ball in without getting fouled, you start running some clock. If you just stand there, there's no guarantee you're going to make the free throws, all right? And he stepped on the line. Yeah. Wow. That end of the court has been friendly to the Royals for calls.
Brown, I don't know if we can see it from where we're at.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell. I was trying to watch the trap.
And that one, if
yeah, that's tough. We got set up in the trap, and Eli Brown got caught, and he was pivoting to try to pass out. And the official on the baseline said he stepped on the baseline. It was really hard to see because it would have been really quick. So that's another call on that end that goes in our favor. And we are not going to argue it because we got a chance to tie or take the lead with 8.1 left. And Zelinga's going to inbound. That's going to give him some height. We got Drew in there. And we don't have to shoot a three, which is nice.
No, we might get Drew on a slip here.
Yeah, real
Drew.
close.
I'm going to say, off of the Knights, 3.5 seconds left here.
Yeah, I think that was fortunate too, because I thought it got Z real quick when it went through, but it's a good look from Drew. Right idea.
You go for the corner three, or do you go for Drew coming back to the basket?
Yes.
Drew comes up.
Yes.
There's Noah. Oh, Noah's blocked.
And you know what? He thought he had to shoot it in. He didn't realize how much time he had, and so it messed up the rhythm of that. Wow, what an ending.
Brennan Noah gets wide open, but he came down with it. Scott,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like but he looked like he was going to try to shoot off the inbounds pass.
Yeah.
And then realized, I don't have to do that.
And when he came down, it allowed him a chance to get in there and get the block.
Yep.
51-49. Northeastern wins the JV game.
That's rough.
That was a tough way to go there for the Royals, because they really had control of that game the entire middle section, the second quarter, third quarter, and most of the fourth quarter there. But tough break there for the Royals. And kudos to Northeastern, because
absolutely.
Their second half was just phenomenal there offensively for them.
Yeah, the third quarter got him right back in it. And that was Thompson absolutely insane.
16 in the third, 19 for the game.
All in the second half, 5 threes. I mean, and he looked like a super confident kid. We're going to go through these?
Yep, go for it.
So the Royals were led by Parker Robertson's 12. Both Zelinga and Morris had 11. By the way, 6 rebounds for Zelinga, an assist, a steal, and 2 blocks. Morris had 7 rebounds. And then Schultz, 5 assists, 3 steals, but 5 points. 5 rebounds for Noah and 5 points. And then Maurer with a big 3 and Poindexter with 2.
And I missed some of the scoring for Northeastern, but I have Thompson with 19, Malachi with 13, Platt with 8, Kraft with 4, Bruns with 1, and Helms with 4. And I know I missed a couple.
Yeah, Helms actually had 6. That was it.
Okay.
That was the only one you got.
So, again, tough game there. For the Royals, they fall to 2-2 on the season. They defeated Centerville, defeated Westdale, and then lost now to New Pal and Northeastern. So they'll be back in action, hopefully, weather pending, Saturday night here at home against Daleville. So we're going to take a break here between games. We'll be back with the varsity game here in about pregame show in about 12 minutes. So we'll see you then.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
It is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner. Welcome into the Commissioner's Corner. I'm Brendan King, joined by the Commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. Paul, congrats to you and your team on wrapping up another great IHSAA football state finals. And I guess this is officially the transition, right? As we get into December, football wraps up, basketball officially in full motion. How'd everything go last weekend at Lucas Oil Stadium?
Well, first of all, it's a phenomenal weekend. We had great attendance, and the games I thought they weren't decided. Sometimes you get there and based upon records and other things, people are saying this team's going to win, this team's going to win. These games were highly competitive, even though the score may not have ended up there at the end. But we had a 14-14 game at halftime in the 1A game, and and these kids really were prepared well. They played well, and their coaches did a great job with them, and so it was a great fan tournament.
What can you say about the partnership with the Colts? And, of course, the Colts then played the Texans on Sunday, and that's so special in our state that literally, professional football players are using this turf the day after, 2 days after high school players get to. The partnership with the Colts, another year down, right?
Yeah, that's right. The coaches are phenomenal. They do such a great job, and they grow football in Indiana. Like the Pacers Sports Entertainment helped us grow basketball, and they grow football, and they do a great job. And it's across the board. The work that they've done with not only the high school scene and honoring coaches and teams is great, but the work they've done to develop girls flag football in the state is phenomenal also. And so that only grows football across the board. And then again, the coaches are just phenomenal people that understand high school sports.
So a big shout out to all the Mental Attitude Award winners. 1A was Micah Rands, 3A was Brady Trebley, 5A was Abe Walling. Then the 2A game on Saturday morning, it was Micah Sheffer, Colin Ash from Roncalli in Class 4A. I thought it was super special, though, Paul, in Class 6A to wrap up the weekend. Cash Ballard from Westfield, who is one of the sons of Indianapolis Colts general manager Chris Ballard. I know Chris every year records a video for you guys as the teams are taking the field. So that's a special moment for every kid and parent when they're watching their son, their child, play at Lucas Oil Stadium. But how about to get Chris involved and have his son Cash win the Mental Attitude Award? Of course, that speaks to what he does at Westfield. But just for you guys at the IHSAA to have that photo taken, Chris Ballard on the field with his family in the 6A game, how cool was that?
Well, it was real cool. And anytime a student athlete wins the Mental Attitude Award, it's something they put on their resume for the rest of their life. But, I saw Cash come through and I saw his application. And first of all, a great football player. His command of the game and as the center on the offensive line there was great. But, he handled himself with such class all the way through. His interview post award was phenomenal also. And then, and that's for all families. It's just another opportunity to be proud of this child that they've raised. And, it was obvious that Cash has got a phenomenal upbringing and great parents, and that showed Saturday, and that's the reason why he was the Mental Attitude Award winner.
Paul Neidig, the commissioner of the IHSAA, with us on the Commissioner's Corner. So, Paul, full swing, girls basketball and boys basketball. I know last weekend, with the snow coming into town, it was greeted by a lot of postponements, I think 48 total basketball postponements on Friday night. So what's the process for you guys of helping get all those rescheduled on schools' dockets? And, again, 48 postponements, that's a big number.
Well, our schools do a phenomenal job. It's something that our athletic directors, I think, across the board are some of the best in the country, and they do a great job of managing those types of situations. And it's not just one phone call and say, we're going to play this game on this date. You have to work out the date, then you got to make sure you can hire officials. You got to let your fans know. You got to reschedule transportation. There's just a whole host of things that go with those reschedules, and our schools and our athletic directors do just a phenomenal job with that. And certainly it's not something that we want to do, but we're certainly prepared when it's time to make a reschedule.
Paul Neidig, the commissioner of the IHSAA. Paul, always a pleasure. Great job last weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon.
We'll talk to you soon, Brendan, and thank you for what you do to promote education-based athletics in this great state.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Welcome everybody here to a snowy night in Charlottesville as the Eastern Hancock Royals are set to face off the Northeastern Knights a day earlier than expected. So we're here on this Thursday evening. Kind of with the weather incoming, they wanted to make sure that they got this game in, so we got some early basketball. We'll look at it here tonight. Your announcers for tonight, I am Michael Gallion, joined as always by Scott Knight. On the camera for us, I saw Randy Halcomb setting up the camera, so Randy going to be doing the work for us tonight. As we get ready to look at this game and kind of preview this game, and look at the two coaches, two excellent coaches. Brent Ross in his 17th year at Northeastern has a record of 286 and 117. And you look at a place where he's come in and they didn't have a sectional title to their name until he comes in. And he's won 7 of them dating back to 2014. Their only sectionals before that were pre-consolidation. Fountain City won one back in 1949 and Whitewater back in 1927. Coach Brett Bechtel in his third year is 29 and 22 here and took his team to the sectional championship in his first year, but fell just shy. Look at the schedules for these two teams. For the Royals, had a tough start. Centerville and New Pal, two of the best teams in the area. Hung close with both of them, but just couldn't quite get over that hump. They did defeat Westdale last Saturday to get their first win of the season and their first win in Mid-Eastern Conference play. After tonight, we have, again, on the schedule, barring any kind of unfortunate weather, they'll be hosting the Daleville Broncos on Saturday night before we get the big pre-Christmas rivalry game with the Knightstown Panthers on December 19th. For the Knights, they have a big win over Seton Catholic, a gritty win over South Adams, and then that big loss there to put them 0-1 in TEC play to the Centerville Bulldogs. Centerville just came out and played like gangbusters. So that was a tough game for them, but Northeastern, it doesn't get a whole lot easier. You got Shenandoah coming up next week, Monroe Central, who I believe won the regional in 1A last year. In a tournament, they get Indianapolis Riverside. Then they get Newcastle and Centerville again. Tough go here for the Knights over the next month or so. That Centerville tournament, I believe, would be the Wayne County tournament. And then they really get into conference play. They really don't play another conference game until January 15th here in their last year in the TEC. If we look at these two teams and their respective conferences, I mentioned it being their last year. Both teams next year will move to join the newly founded Eastern Crossroads Conference. And so they're playing there for their last chance for sectional titles in their old conference. The Royals currently sit at 1-0 in Mid-Eastern Conference play. Northeastern 0-1, and like I said, well, they won't play again in conference for over a month now. And if we look at the sectional for each of these teams, Eastern Hancock will host the sectional. They got Triton Central, Cecina, Heritage Christian, and Irvington Prep have both only played once so far. And you look over there at Northeastern, you got that Eastern Indiana sectional, Centerville, Shenandoah, both undefeated. Hagerstown 2-1, playing some tough basketball as well. So tough sectionals there for both teams. Players to watch tonight. Sorry, Marshall Phillips, I couldn't find a picture of you on the court. So he got one in football uniform. So Luke Manship has been a double-double machine for the Royals. He's averaging 11 points and 11 boards. He's had a double-double in 2 of his first 3 games. Playing really well right now. Only a sophomore. And am I correct? He was just recently named All-State in football?
Yep, junior All-State.
So look for him to have a big game here inside. And Marshall Phillips is the leading scorer, averaging 10 points a game here for Northeastern and shooting 42% from 3. So we got to keep him in check. And finally, our keys to the game First for the Royals. My goal for this team, when we hit 40% on threes, which is something we are absolutely capable of, we're borderline unstoppable. So that's always kind of my goal. And the other one is to force turnovers. We've seen against both New Pal and Centerville, when we are up-tempo and causing havoc, we saw New Pal make a lot of kind of uncharacteristic mistakes because we forced turnovers. We played super fast and caused a lot of chaos. For the Knights, they got to get to the free throw line and control the tempo. When I watched that Centerville game that they played, they let Centerville kind of dictate how the game was going to be played. And I think when Northeastern is able to dictate and control the tempo the way they want, they're a totally different team. So that's what they have to do if they want to get the win tonight. So again, hope you guys are enjoying this from home. Again, kind of free basketball because we may not have gotten it in tomorrow night. So
absolutely.
You get to watch some good basketball. And I think this one's going to be a great game between these two schools. It feels like I thought about it when they were talking about the new conference. This feels like a rivalry that since I've been here, we've always played these guys.
Yep.
It's been a rivalry in football. It's been a rivalry in basketball. We've only played 20 times in basketball.
Wow.
So 9-11 all-time are the Royals.
Because we were even in a sectional with them for, 4 years, something, maybe longer than
Every
that?
time we've gone east. So I think 4 years.
Wow.
A couple different cycles. We've been in a sectional with them. So yeah, like I said, only 20 meetings. Did not meet until Aaron Spalding was the coach. So,
all right.
So with that, we're going to have the national anthem here, and then we will get underway with starting lineups right after the national anthem here.
Between the Northeastern Knights and your Eastern Hancock Royals. Please remember, we as Royal Tide fans understand that as spectators, we are role models, and our behavior is a reflection of our community. We will not criticize players, coaches, or officials. We will support and encourage all student athletes by letting players play, coaches coach, and officials officiate. We will act in such a way that sporting events at Eastern Hancock will be a positive experience for all. If you would please rise and remove your cap for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
All right, national anthem played, and we are ready to get underway here.
Welcome to tonight's varsity contest between the Northeastern Knights and your Eastern Hancock Royals. First, the starters for the visiting.
Not played a lot of Thursday night games.
No, we have not.
Starters here for the Northeastern Knights. Number 1, Caleb Moore. Number 4, Logan Seal. Number 12, Luke Wiley. Number 20, Marshall Phillips. And number 22, junior Brody Ross. For the Royals, Caden Powers will start off. Caden averaging 16 points a game. Caleb Rutherford at another guard spot, shooting 40% from beyond the arc. Number 15, Landon Loring, coming in averaging 17 points, 4 assists per game. Eli Manship at the forward spot. And Luke Manship, Eli was averaging 5 points a game. And Luke, as we said, averaging a double-double, 11 points, 11 boards. Ready to get this one underway.
I do want to mention, you said Luke was All-State. Eli also All-State.
Eli, the Manship boys.
Yep.
All-State football players.
Pretty cool achievement for them. Not only just brothers making it, but the same year. That's pretty cool.
Are they our first set of brothers, I believe, to be All-State in football?
That's what I would guess,
I
don't know if we had some old-school guys.
If only we had some sort of statistician who would do those things.
Right. Check a website or look at a wall. Royals control it. Luke thinks about the three out to Rutherford. Caleb really yet to get going this year, with one of his big quarters that we saw from him at times last year.
Powers, they give him just a sliver of room, and Eli Manship with the offensive board.
Oh, what a pass.
Powers gets us going.
And it's not uncommon for Powers to score first. It's usually that three, though, that he took that falls.
Wiley cut off, flips over here to Moore. Now up top to Seal. Wiley on the wing. Nothing doing, finds Ross in the short corner. Seal to Moore. Up top, 3 on the way from Phillips, too strong. Loring tips it.
Yeah, he couldn't grab it, so he was trying to tip it out, but there was nobody there for him. Phillips grabs it again. That time Loring has it.
He had Luke up ahead.
Landon really came alive offensively against New Pal last week.
Yeah. Gets it to Manship. They clear out for him. He just takes it in. Basket and the foul. Luke Manship.
Flag for Luke Manship is good. Brody Ross on the foul. His first, team first. Manship at the line for the Royals.
And right now they got nobody size-wise to match up with Luke.
Nope.
And barely somebody to match up with Eli size-wise.
So Luke finishes off the three-point play. 5-0 lead for the Royals here. Seal drives, and it goes through the hands of Moore, or through the legs of Moore. Out of bounds, be Royal ball. Some full court pressure here now from the Knights. Loring finds Rutherford, gets Powers on that curl off the screen. Back over to Loring. Thought about the three.
Oh, that was a nice move.
Euro steps around to Powers, who leaves it short. Loring tips it back into Powers, and that one hit the wire, no call. And we're going to get a foul on Eli as Moore skies for the board.
So who do we give the rebound to? Loring on the tip? Or
I say
Rutherford
Loring because Loring controlled it and threw it into Rutherford.
Fair enough.
Jarrett Leitner will check in and replace Marshall Phillips.
And you did mention earlier they like to sub, and they like to sub a lot.
And Coach Ross has been that way as long as I've been around. Wiley on the wing. They swing it around the perimeter. Seal working on Manship. Good D there from Manship.
Yep.
And they're going to get a travel.
Yeah.
Leitner caught it and hopped with it.
Yeah, we saw this pressure in the JV game, and we struggled at times to handle it. See if the varsity guys are a little
They're
bit
just
better.
backing out. It's just kind of token pressure, and then we get into Loring, and they just back out. Seal pokes it away, but pokes it right into the hands of Rutherford. Manship over to Rutherford. Drives, shoots a two, misses it. Eli Manship, another rebound. Going to leave Luke wide open. No good. Moore there for another board. Knights still haven't scored nearly 3 minutes into this game. We want to thank all the Northeastern fans who are tuning in. I know it was a tough drive with incoming weather, so we want to thank all you guys who are watching tonight. We appreciate the Northeastern Knights Broadcasting Network. They do a great job, and I always like to watch them.
Yeah, they're always very hospitable to us,
they're
too,
great.
when we go over there.
They're great. More to seal. They're being real patient with the offense here. They're going to get offensive fouls at a moving screen on Moore.
You know, and Moore didn't protest. You saw on his face, he knew there was some contact stuff there. So
Trent Deloney checks in. Lucas Durbin checks in.
Well, I'd forgotten about the tradition of handing off the towel to the guy he come in for.
Here's this towel that 7 people have sweated on. Wipe your face with it. Loring flips it to Eli. Now to Luke, back to Landon. His 3, too strong. Eli skies for the board, and Eli's going to pick up his second. And Coach Bechtel not arguing. Eli I think when he left his feet, I think he was just not in position.
No.
So.
And I think Eli was shocked by how high he was.
The last time he jumped that high was when he snagged that one-handed catch against Lapel.
Yeah. Yep, no kidding.
So Wiley up top, flips it over here to Bross. Leitner to Deloney. Being real patient here again. Wiley drives, and he's going to get a foul.
Yep.
And I think that was, if it's Loring, it's because he swatted down at it.
And we've seen that time and time again. Yep. You swing down at the ball, you're inevitably going to get called for a foul.
And you're never going to block it like that. That's the other thing, is you're not going to get the block there. Wiley no good on the first. He's only shot 2 free throws all season. But you go, and everybody does it. You see guys it's so hard to not do that. You swing at it.
I think some of that is watching the NBA guys whose arms are considerably longer and have a better shot.
When they've got a
blocking.
7'3" wingspan.
Yes. When Victor Wembanyama throws one into the first row of the upper deck.
But they never swing down. They're swinging forward. That's the difference.
Yes, exactly.
Manship kicks to Rutherford. 3 on the way from Caleb. No. Powers tipped it around. I think it went off of his foot, but he was staying out of bounds.
He did. He nearly got that, though.
Nobody's commented on my winter-themed scoreboard. I kept waiting on that.
I like it, but I'm sitting here, so I could get on my phone if you want.
And I can make it snow on the scoreboard.
I think it's fantastic.
So
it would be awesome if you could make it snow as the outside fill up. Oh, nice take from Deloney.
I worked on that. It was too much work for me.
I'm sure.
Caleb Rutherford picks up the foul.
Yep, and that was a really good take from Deloney.
He's only averaging 2 points a game. And that's our 4th, so now the Knights in the bonus the rest of the way. Deloney, no. Manship there for another rebound. That's Luke Manship on that one. Oh, dangerous pass. Loring gets in. Nice pass. I'm going to call that a pass. Loring threw it off the backboard to Eli. That was intentional.
Yes, it was. Let's watch his and one mixtape.
Deloney, too strong. Tipped around. Somehow Luke came up with it and then got it out of there.
Yep, kept his calm.
Rutherford walked with it.
And that was, by the way, that was caused by, I believe it was Deloney who was the second guy in there that disrupted. Caleb had a move.
Somebody asked us, no, we don't use production truck. This is one that I created totally myself. So it took my entire prep period.
No, was it worth it?
I don't know.
I think it was, but it wasn't my prep period.
True. And it was an hour and a half prep, so.
Yeah.
Wiley drives, cut off, back out to Seal.
And Stevens is checked in there on that timeout. Or excuse me, inbounds, not timeout.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Deloney to Seal to Wiley, or to Moore, I mean. Moore back to Seal, a left-handed three on the way, no good. Tapped around, and Loring taps it. Oh, nope. They're going to say Moore tapped it out of bounds.
Wow. We got some calls on that in the JV game. It's just continuing on into this one. Because I thought that was clearly
definitely
out
on us.
Yeah. But nobody's hollering.
7-3. Kind of an ugly first quarter here from both teams. Does it feel like a Thursday night game?
It feels like a hey, well, let's play tomorrow night kind of game.
Stevens in and out. Rebound Moore, his third. Wiley, too strong. Eli with another board.
You got Eli with 4 already.
I think you're right.
Nice pass. Luke thinks about the step back. Pass it to Powers. This time he'll take it.
Good look. Off the wire. Dagnabbit. Marshall Phillips comes back in for the Knights. Royals still, Stevens the only sub still for the Royals.
And Coach Bechtel doesn't go too deep on his bench typically.
So we got Lewis and Trueblood, the two other kind of varsity only guys.
They'll be in and out at times.
Eli, that dangerously could have been his third.
Yep. Seal was afraid he was going to get stepped on while he was down there on the ground.
His motion offense here. Duvall is checked into the game as well. Seal drives, gets cut off. Good D there. Powers with the steal, and Powers is going to get a layup the other way. Caden Powers, 2 more. He's got 4.
It's a nice heads-up play from Caden.
Here's one of the things I think we always do a good job. We close quarters really well. And a lot of it I feel like is always Caden doing things.
Yeah, that was a nice take too. Is that Wiley? He had to work to get inside there, got himself a layup.
14 on the clock here. Manship hands off to Loring. 3 from the volleyball line. Missed everything.
All right.
Knights grab the rebound, and that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. The score, Eastern Hancock 9, Northeastern 5. You're listening to the Eastern Hancock Sports Network.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farms Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Paxton Farms Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
All right, we're back here getting ready to start the second quarter. Eastern Hancock leads by 4. Not a lot of scoring in that one there, Scott.
No. Hey, you know, we talked about how this game got changed from tomorrow night to tonight with the weather. I asked Coach Bechtel today at lunch if that changed preparation at all, if it throws you off. And he said that they got most of their stuff in, but there were a few things they didn't get a chance to work on. So that could be, you know, we might see some stop-start kind of stuff tonight as we didn't get the full game plan put in. But,
yeah,
I mean, it's better than not getting to play the game. So you do what you can do, and both teams affected the same. But I just never – you don't have that in football, right? You don't move a game forward. You might postpone it a day, but you don't get shorted on your preparation. So
And Steve asked about, I create all my own scoreboard. Well, myself and our JV coach, Mr. Paxton, he does most of the creating. I do the looking at it.
Nice take. That Wiley again.
Going to be fouled. I think that's Zach Stevens. Wiley's got 5 with a chance for 6 here.
Yep.
Knocks it in. 1 point game. Lewis gets trapped. Nice pass up to Stevens, and then Wiley fouls him. Just got going down there, and I don't think he was going up with it yet.
No.
I think he was still catching it.
No, I think that's fair. Wiley was just trying to close, and his momentum carried him into Zach. So that was a good look. That Luke that threw that pass on there, or Landon, good heads-up play.
Call Seal bodying him.
Right, and those are the fouls that drive you nuts. The other one you live with, but those little when you bump.
When you could tell, so Loring does such a good job of creating contact and making it look like it was the other guy.
Yeah, that time
like
didn't
right
work
there,
out.
didn't work for him. As he missed that one, rebounded again by Moore.
No, we lost him
Dumping
two
into
underneath.
Ross, and he's fouled by Loring, his second.
Yeah, and that was, I think Landon was a little disappointed in his offensive possession, and he wasn't quite as crisp on D. Youngblood's checking in for Loring.
Jarrett Leitner comes back in for the Knights. Leitner to inbound.
Trueblood's definitely like an instant energy guy.
Yep.
We'll see if he can spark us a little bit with some sort of hustle play.
Well, and Eli on the bench with 2 fouls, a lot of times Trueblood can give you that same kind of energy that Eli Manship does. Seal being harassed by Lewis. Flips it back around, no good.
Nice
Good rebound by Stevens. Powers, nice job, draws 4 defenders, but just a little off on his pass. Otherwise, Manship would have had a clean look. Manship steps through, gets his own rebound, puts it up, and that time he's fouled by Ross.
But that's what we needed. We've gone away from Luke the last few possessions, and right now Luke is playing like an absolute beast to start the season.
When he's the biggest, strongest guy on the floor, you got to go through him.
Yeah. Yep.
Especially as our offense has stalled.
Yep, I agree.
.52, Cooper Klein checking in now.
Yeah, and he's the size for the Knights. Big kid. Yeah, that's unusual
Tipped around.
for Luke.
Yeah. Missed them both. Moore to Seal.
Nice defense from Powers to stop that. That could have easily been a fast break.
Phillips finds Moore in the corner. Awkward looking shot. Good box out by Powers. Really nice box out by Powers. Nice extra pass. Trueblood to Luke Manship. Off the mark. Rebounded by Marshall Phillips. And we have not hit a 3 yet.
Nope.
And I said one of our keys was we got to shoot well. It'll come, boys. Nice steal there by Lewis. It's tied up.
How's that not a dead ball?
There was definitely a jump ball for about 3 seconds before that one got called, but Duvall checking in, Deloney checking in for the Knights.
There we go.
Trueblood flips over here to Lewis. Now, one more.
There we go.
Stevens.
There it
There's
is,
the 3.
yeah.
Assisted by Luke Manship on that one. 3 from the way from Duvall. No. Trueblood there for the board. Luke off and running, finds Lewis in the corner. Lewis's three. Short. Deloney there for the board.
It was a good look for Luke.
Deloney to Leitner. They've yet to score this. No, they had three right off the bat, and they haven't scored
Yeah,
yet.
Wiley got that basket and a foul.
Duval to Leitner. Deloney up top, back to Duval. Marshall Phillips kind of fading away. No on the three, tipped around. Lewis comes up with it. He gets trapped, finds Powers. Back to Stevens, hit the hot hand.
They gonna
Phillips
give it to
has
us?
it knocked away.
Yep.
I think that was Duval knocked it away from Phillips.
Yep, and the thing was, like, Luke thought he had a teammate coming in, so he didn't chase it. When he realized that he didn't, I think it confused the Knights players. We got Lewis, Trueblood, Luke Manship, Rutherford, and Powers on the floor right now. Let's see if we can get a couple good scoring possessions.
I've not seen this group together all season yet. I know it's only a couple games in.
Nice take. I like that Trueblood.
Yep. Trueblood takes it to the rim. Is foul going to be Klein or Phillips? It's going to be Phillips. His first.
Team fourth. And Trueblood at the line for the Royals.
Yeah.
But again, struggling to hit shots, take it to the rim.
Yep, and Trueblood will get two, and we're shooting free throws for the next 4:40.
Rolls that one in.
Luke Wiley checks in for the Knights.
Good job, Brennan.
Doesn't matter if they roll in. Still count the same, right?
Yep.
Now 6-point Royal lead. Wiley's been basically all of the offense as they get it into Klein.
That was a nice cut from Klein. He just didn't take it up quick enough. And there you go. You speak of him and he scores. This game is way closer right now than it needs to be.
Well, I mean, we've shot horrendously, which hasn't helped us.
No, that's
and the
what.
Knights' defense has been quite good.
Yeah, I don't think we're shooting like normal, and that's what. Oh,
Nice.
That was pretty.
Brennan Trueblood fakes the handoff, takes it the other way.
Coach Peacock would be proud of that, at like running the wing T.
And Luke Manship with the block out of bounds.
Did you happen to get Brennan's play on replay?
I did.
That was
I'll have to
fantastic.
show it later.
All right. I like our cheer block. Very helpful and informative to the other players.
Letting them know that they got swatted.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't realize it.
Nice. Powers with the poke away. Here's the here's that Trueblood. Fake the handoff.
That's straight up a football play. I mean,
is.
That's a zone read or whatever, something there.
But if you're the Knights, what's your scouting report say? Stay with Powers.
Oh, absolutely. They did the right thing. It was a really heads-up play by Trueblood. Nice shot.
3 from Leitner. Yeah, I mean, that's the Trueblood now at a career high of 4. Lost the handle. Oh, he gets foul call there.
Wow, that's harsh. Caleb Moore.
I don't know about that one. That's tough.
Yeah,
That's going to send
tough.
Youngblood back to the line. Caleb Moore, you said his second.
Well, we talked about things that Brennan can do, and you're getting a chance to see him in this quarter.
Sinks the first one.
Duval checks in for the Knights.
Leitner to Seal. Back to Leitner. Thought about the three. Good D there by the Royals. Seal's going to drive. He's going to get hand checked there by Lewis.
Fouls on Luke Lewis. His first, team third.
Getting into Seal. Durbin trying to seal there, but they weren't really looking to get it to him. Wiley drives, cut off, and travels.
But that was a really good idea, too. It was a nice cut.
And part of that, you think early in the season, we talked about how they played a million guys. You know, sometimes here early in the season, you're not totally in rhythm with everybody.
Right.
Powers,
that
nice
was a
dish.
Beautiful cut and best.
Duval with the rebound off that. Leitner, quick trigger, no. Lewis with another rebound.
By the way, the great thing about how Brennan is playing right now is we can leave Eli on the bench with his fouls.
Yep.
Lewis going to get to shoot a pair. Yeah, Brennan is totally filling in for Eli and maybe even more.
That one might have been clean. Did you see that, Scott?
I think they called Wiley. He was the second one up, so I don't know.
Maybe they got him at the body.
Call. Yeah.
Look up top, it looked good. No good, but Trueblood gets the putback.
Wow. Good quarter. 7 points for Brennan.
Career high. Which isn't hard when you're playing your fourth game.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Three from Phillips, no. Lewis with the rebound, and Lewis throws it off a Seal. Nice heads-up play by Luke Lewis.
Yep, getting a lot of quality minutes from Luke tonight, too. I think for both of those guys, this is, aside from Westdale, this is the most extended time they've had. Been kind of spot players, and Luke passes out a double team, and we're off and running. We got numbers.
Nobody stops Powers.
Nope.
Yep, stopped himself.
Scoop shot was a little too strong.
Seal up top. Minute 42 on the clock. Duval to Seal. Leitner, Duval. Leitner finds Seal, his three, too strong. Luke Manship with the rebound up ahead to Rutherford. Caleb Rutherford lays it in for his first points of the game. All of a sudden, it's an 8-point lead for Eastern Hancock. Under a minute to play. Northeastern looks content to hold for the last shot here. Although Manship's not going to let Phillips do it. Over there to Durbin. Now Seal, now Leitner.
Yeah, and Wiley's out. He's been the bulk of their scoring.
He's got 8. Phillips being just harassed by Luke Manship.
Yeah, Manship almost got him to go back court.
I know. They've really pushed him out here. 20 seconds to go. Leitner nearly just toe tapping it and then throws it away.
Yep, great defense from the Royals on that sequence. Holding the ball for the last shot is a great idea, but you cannot do that. You've got to maintain control.
Ooh, that one. I thought that went off the baseline there.
I would have loved to see Trueblood shoot that three and have it go in. There it is. Hey! 10 points for Brennan Trueblood in that quarter.
Yep. Assisted by Luke Manship. Brennan Trueblood showing why he's such a dangerous player. Huge shot from him. Gives the Royals a double-digit lead here going into the second half. So nice play by him. We'll tally some stats. We'll be back after these words from the IHSAA.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
It is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner. Welcome into the Commissioner's Corner. I'm Brendan King, joined by the Commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. Paul, congrats to you and your team on wrapping up another great IHSAA football state finals. And I guess this is officially the transition, right? As we get into December, football wraps up, basketball officially in full motion. How'd everything go last weekend at Lucas Oil Stadium?
Well, first of all, it's a phenomenal weekend. We had great attendance, and the games I thought they weren't decided. Sometimes you get there and based upon records and other things, people are saying this team's going to win, this team's going to win. These games were highly competitive, even though the score may not have ended up there at the end. But we had a 14-14 game at halftime in the 1A game, and and these kids really were prepared well. They played well, and their coaches did a great job with them, and so it was a great fan tournament.
What can you say about the partnership with the Colts? And, of course, the Colts then played the Texans on Sunday, and that's so special in our state that literally, professional football players are using this turf the day after, 2 days after high school players get to. The partnership with the Colts another year down, right?
Yeah, that's right. The Colts are phenomenal. They do such a great job, and they grow football in Indiana. Like the Pacers Sports Entertainment helped us grow basketball, and they grow football, and they do a great job. And it's across the board. The work that they've done with not only the high school scene and honoring coaches and teams is great, but the work they've done to develop girls flag football in the state is phenomenal also. And so that only grows football across the board. And then again, the Colts are just phenomenal people that understand high school sports.
So a big shout out to all the Mental Attitude Award winners. 1A was Micah Rands, 3A was Brady Trebley, 5A was Abe Walling. Then the 2A game on Saturday morning, it was Micah Sheffer, Colin Ash from Roncalli in Class 4A. I thought it was super special, though, Paul, in Class 6A to wrap up the weekend. Cash Ballard from Westfield, who is one of the sons of Indianapolis Colts general manager Chris Ballard. I know Chris every year records a video for you guys as the teams are taking the field. So that's a special moment for every kid and parent when they're watching their son, their child, play at Lucas Oil Stadium. But how about to get Chris involved and have his son Cash win the Mental Attitude Award? Of course, that speaks to what he does at Westfield. But just for you guys at the IHSAA to have that photo taken, Chris Ballard on the field with his family in the 6A game, how cool was that?
Well, it was real cool. And anytime a student athlete wins the Mental Attitude Award, it's something they put on their resume for the rest of their life. But, I saw Cash come through and I saw his application. And first of all, a great football player. His command of the game and as the center on the offensive line there was great. But, he handled himself with such class all the way through. His interview post-award was phenomenal also. And then, and that's for all families. It's just another opportunity to be proud of this child that they've raised. And, it was obvious that Cash has got a phenomenal upbringing and great parents, and that showed Saturday, and that's the reason why he was the Mental Attitude Award winner.
Paul Neidig, the commissioner of the IHSAA, with us on the Commissioner's Corner. So, Paul, full swing, girls basketball and boys basketball. I know last weekend, with the snow coming into town, it was greeted by a lot of postponements, I think 48 total basketball postponements on Friday night. So what's the process for you guys of helping get all those rescheduled on schools' dockets? And, 48 postponements, that's a big number.
Well, our schools do a phenomenal job. It's something that our athletic directors, I think, across the board are some of the best in the country, and they do a great job of managing those types of situations. And it's not just one phone call and say, we're going to play this game on this date. You have to work out the date, then you got to make sure you can hire officials. You got to let your fans know. You got to reschedule transportation. There's just a whole host of things that go with those reschedules, and our schools and our athletic directors do just a phenomenal job with that. And certainly it's not something that we want to do, but we're certainly prepared when it's time to make a reschedule.
Paul Neidig, the commissioner of the IHSAA. Paul, always a pleasure. Great job last weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon.
We'll talk to you soon, Brendan, and thank you for what you do to promote education-based athletics in this great state.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community. Of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome into the Commissioner's Corner, our weekly conversation with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Commissioner, we were just talking off air about how much is going on across IHSAA athletics action, especially in the next week or so. We're going to have the boys and girls soccer state finals coming up this weekend from Carroll Stadium at IU Indy, girls volleyball semi-state, boys football sectional semifinals, and then add one more layer into the coin. Girls basketball is about to get rolling next week. One of the busiest times of year, no?
Oh my goodness, yeah, it's busy, but in really in a good way. Yeah, this is the culmination of summer of hard work, which leads into the fall, and things have gone well. But here we are. We've started celebrating state championships a couple weeks ago with golf and tennis and unified flag football, and we're going to hand out some more hardware coming up the next couple weeks. It comes fast.
Absolutely, boys and girls soccer state finals Halloween night. It'll be boys Class A and 2A, and then Saturday, November 1st, everybody else takes stage. From Carroll Stadium, Commissioner, what do you love most about the state finals being there at IU Indy?
First of all, if you go back to that origin of that stadium, and it was built for the Pan American Games years ago, it's just hosted so many iconic events from track and field to certainly IU Indy's events, and we've been there for our state championships for the last several years. And again, it's right downtown in our beautiful city, and it gives an opportunity for fans to come to town to enjoy the city, but really watch soccer in what I would call an incredible high school facility, like all the places that we play. They're just incredible facilities that showcase our sports well.
It's the Commissioner's Corner. I'm Brendan King with Paul Neidig. Sectional semifinal Friday for IHSAA football being on Halloween night. You know, I'm from Illinois, but even in the Illinois playoff setting, it was always special whenever you could get playoff or tournament football on Halloween, because in these communities, no matter where, the kids are going to go trick-or-treating, and then a high likelihood that all those minivans and cars going around from trick-or-treating are going to wind up at a local high school football game. How special is that?
Oh, it is. It's really cool. And, I know some schools are actually gonna have trunk or treat, like some schools do, as they come to their games on Friday night, and make sure that the Halloween experience is still there for the youth of those communities. And so it's really kind of exciting. It doesn't happen very often, but it'll certainly be a good.
All righty, folks, we're back here getting ready to start the second half. Eastern Hancock Royals lead the Northeastern Knights 24-13, in large part due to Brennan Trueblood's 10-point second quarter there for the Royals. You take Trueblood out, and this has been a very, very even game.
Yep.
It's still been an even game, but I mean, it's probably tied right now if you take Trueblood out. The way he's played, the things he's done. Having a coming out party.
Yeah, it's great for Brennan. Eli sat a lot of that quarter, and Eli's not a kid that's easy to replace, and Brennan more than held his own, and I think that helps. Eli doesn't pick up a foul. He's going to be very rested, and Brennan just established himself as a solid replacement, not a temporary replacement. So I like that from him. And Luke Lewis actually did a really nice job as well. We saw Luke all over the ball, playing some really good defense, hustling, getting some rebounds. So the subs for the Royals doing a nice job. Zach Stevens hits a threes.
Yep. So it'll be night ball here to start the third quarter.
Good cut.
Wiley just can't finish. Eli right there for the board. His 5th rebound of the game. Loring step back, no good. Luke Manship.
And Luke got hit in the face inadvertently
by Logan Seal. So Luke with the rebound.
That might have been harder than Luke was hit during football at any point.
Well, he obviously didn't hit anybody that hard. So we know that. Loring, I thought he had an edge coming off that screen off Luke. Seal did a good job catching up.
Keep doing what was working, guys. I like that.
Dribble handoff to Powers. No good.
No, but we didn't fight very hard to get the
Powers with the
rebound.
steal, just baited him into that. Kicks to Rutherford, no, but Luke going to get a jump ball. That's a good play there by Seal. Jump ball is going to keep it here.
I thought Caleb was going to get that. He was absolutely in rhythm.
Deloney checked in. Deloney was kind of instant energy when he came in earlier.
Yep.
Manship hands off to Loring. And he's bumped by Deloney.
It's a little too tight.
Especially that far away from the basket.
Right.
That happens inside the three-point arc. It's probably not a foul. Happens at the volleyball line, it is. It's Deloney's first. Powers, only our 2nd turnover of the game right there. Got up in the air and didn't have anywhere to go. Wiley to Deloney to Ross. Oh, Ross had one more. He had Phillips wide open.
Yeah, he didn't look like he was wanted to shoot, because we had guys who would take it straight to the basket.
Phillips is going to get the push. He was. If you watch this, he's cutting, and Powers just steps in front of him. Phillips just pushes him out of the way. That's kind of frustration.
Yeah, if Phillips would have bumped him, I think he'd been fine, but he got his arms out.
Yeah. That's 3 fouls in a minute and a half.
Yep.
Loring loses the handle. Deloney with the steal. Powers sends that one out of bounds.
Yeah. Trying to get an assist for the cheerleader there.
Coach Bechtel over here in a power stance. Notice that? Can't see him on the camera. He just very aggressive stance from Brett Bechtel just a minute ago.
He's posing for his GQ
it's gonna be
cover.
Nearly 5 seconds.
I mean, look at him.
He does look like he could be on the cover of GQ.
Absolutely. And he has not moved.
No, he hasn't. Deloney on the wing with it. Up top. Our defense has been really good tonight, jumping to things.
Yeah.
As we break down there and Wiley gets the layup. Oh, stop
jinxed
talking.
us.
Wiley in double figures now with 10. Take that, Luke. Take him. There we go. Luke Manship drives. Too strong. Gets his own board. Puts it up and in.
Nice job, Luke. Doing a little stat stuff then.
Got another offensive foul on Deloney. That's the Royals in the bonus. Rest of the way.
5 minutes plus. That's a long time to go.
I mean,
if we are smart, we could break this game open.
Like that?
Yep. And that's Deloney again. He's got 3.
And he's picked up all 3 this quarter.
Yeah, that should put Lorien on the line,
That's
right?
going to put Lorien at the line.
So they're going to try to get Seal in for Lorien or for Deloney, but you got to wait till after the first free throw.
Yep. And just about 3 of these 5 fouls have just been kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, they're that too aggressive, not good defense, but
2 offensive fouls.
Yep.
Like that one was just kind of you got out of position and just kind of just a bad situation there if you're a Knight fan. Because now Royals in the bonus with a 13-point lead. Leitner drives. Oh!
Yeah, Luke got him with the body. Looked good on the block up top, but
here's the replay.
His first, team first.
I got him. His right arm was on his arm.
Leitner will get a pair here.
Leitner 4 of 6 on the season. Make it 5 of 7.
Yeah, right now the Knights just desperate for some points.
Takes them both. Got Leitner with 5 points on the night. Right idea from Luke. Caleb with a heck of a save. That one goes out of bounds. Who's it going to be off of? Us.
Yeah.
I like everything we did. I like Luke looking up, launching it. Caleb with a great hustle. I didn't think he was going to get there to save that.
Either. And it was really like Luke, it was like a no-look pass. He was looking down on the right side and saw Rutherford cutting and was able to adjust. Just led him just a little too far.
Moore drives, kicks over there to Leitner. His 3, no good. Eli Manship with the board, but then was falling down and just had to get rid of it.
Nice
3
shot
from Moore. His first points of the game.
Yep, they're hanging around.
Caleb Rutherford gets a good look, and finally Caleb Rutherford hits one.
Manship's 3rd assist.
Nice response there from Eastern. Leitner just being real patient here around the perimeter. Seal with it. Uses a screen, hesitation. Kicks it back out to Wiley. Mid-range shot. Wiley, 2 more.
Yeah, that was a nice ball fake.
Sit up ahead.
Oh, we had Eli.
Nice hustle from Eli Manship. And gets it to Loring, who puts it in for 2. A couple times, just the Knights don't look in sync. Wiley was looking for Ross to cut to the basket off that screen. Didn't. Nice.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Powers is going to get tagged with the foul.
That is tough.
Man, that looks clean.
Like, because there wasn't any contact down below.
Can't see it from here.
Yeah, I disagree with that one.
I do too.
Brody Ross gets on the board.
His first point.
Now, we're really not taking advantage of the foul trouble that the Knights put themselves in. We only shot 2 free throws, and that was the one to put them into the
bonus.
The bonus, yeah.
Ross sinks them both. His first points of the game.
I'd like to see us go inside to Luke.
How about that? Powers for three.
That'll work.
His first three of the game. Moore back to Seal. Three on the way. Air ball. Oh. Durbin missed everything on that.
And it backed off just to that man-to-man pressure. Landon gets through everybody.
And traveled with it.
Yep. I don't know. I didn't catch which night that was. Stuck a hand out, made Landon kind of hesitate for a second.
Wiley into the ninth lineup.
.208 to play here in the third. Royals with a 12-point lead. There's Seal back over here to Wiley. And Ross has got a huge size advantage on Rutherford, but really just isn't posting up very hard.
No. They're a little bit lost offensively without Wiley. And when he goes, he's the only one that's really being aggressive. There you go. There's a take.
Oh, nice block by Luke Manship. Gets it off the board. Eli pokes it ahead to Loring. Loring gets up in the air. Another turnover there for Loring.
Yeah.
There's a kick by Luke Manship.
Neither team looks totally in sync tonight.
This has not been a pretty game.
No.
And for Eastern, this is good. This is really good for us. We've not won a lot of games where we didn't shoot well.
Right.
Unless we were playing a bad team.
Right.
We've not won a lot of games against good teams while shooting badly.
Yep.
And so that's where this is one that, we've got to be, keep maintaining this. It's only a 12-point lead, but we've got to keep fighting, keep playing gritty. Powers dishes to Rutherford. Three on the way from Rutherford. Up and over the backboard. Because, again, we rely so heavily on the three-pointer, but to have a lead based on defense has been big here. Take by Leitner. Blocked by Luke Manship again. Luke Lewis kicks over here to Rutherford. Rutherford drives.
Used the backboard.
Yeah, come on. Seal pulls down the board.
Be curious what our shooting percentage is.
I can tell you after the break. Ross way off. Powers with another board.
Bechtel wants to get the last shot, but we're just standing around. We're not giving any sort of offense either. So.
Powers, nice.
Second quarter, we've ended with a three-pointer.
Yep. And that makes it a 15-point lead. Powers now in double figures again. 15-point lead going into the fourth. We'll be right back after this word from Dave's Car Wash.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
All right, Scott, we're back here as we start the fourth and final period. Let's do our Dave's Express Care trivia question.
Yes.
Everybody's favorite time of the night. and I didn't have a ton of time because the game got moved forward, but what famous historical site is located just north of Northeastern High School?
That's a good one.
So what famous historical site, or famous, let's just call it a famous Indiana location, is located just north of Northeastern High School? See if you can name it. If my parents are watching, I can promise you my mom knows it.
Yeah, I could tell you.
She'll text me here.
Isn't Greenfield home of the Democrat Rooster or something like that?
Democratic Party Rooster, yes.
Oh, I don't know. That's a great question. Oh, nice
what
take.
A take there by Seal.
Could be Lewis.
That's Seal's first points of the game.
Here comes Trueblood.
So Seal's got one coming. In and out for him. Luke Manship pushing the pace.
A good pass.
Oh. That'll be a foul on Seal.
That would have been a great hit if Luke was coming across the middle, but not so much without the pads on.
Powers curls off the screen, rises up and drills it. Powers with a quiet 12.
Just very steady. And tonight we need that. Because aside from Trueblood's barrage in the second quarter, we have not had a ton of scoring. Bits and pieces here and there.
Seal over to Phillips. Phillips nearly lost the handle, but Wiley corrals it. Three from Wiley.
Wiley's a nice player.
Only a sophomore. Doing a lot of damage tonight.
Yep. Means we're going to have to face him a couple more times.
Trueblood blocked, but there's going to be a foul.
Good take. I like this aggressiveness.
There's that question. Famous historical site located just north of Northeastern High School.
I have absolutely no idea.
Trueblood sinks the first.
We're getting some good guesses tonight.
Off the mark on the second. But an offensive rebound, and Luke Manship puts it up and in. Luke's only got 7, but it feels like a lot more than that. Moore takes it in. Moore puts it up and in.
We got a guess of Mrs. Wick's pies.
From Roscoe Shelby, oh yeah.
Yeah, always good for Mrs. Wick's pie.
Trueblood again for 3. Nice
Lewis.
hustle.
Yeah.
Luke Lewis.
That's twice Lewis has gone up and then thrown it off an opposing player. Here comes Cooper Klein.
Got a couple guesses. The highest point in Indiana. My wife says the Levi Coffin House. Well, we got another sub here. Lucas Durbin coming in. For Ross. Ooh. Manship with the big jab step. Gets it over here to Lewis. Back to Manship, over to Trueblood. Luke's got a lane. Klein gets him cut off. Don't get a hand up, and Luke's going to bury it.
Yep.
Assisted by Zach Stevens. Nice hustle there. True Blood and Durbin both fighting for it, but True Blood gets it. Stevens thought about it, drives instead, kicks back out.
Yeah, right idea, just wrong angle on that pass. Although I wouldn't mind seeing Zach shoot that three or continue the basket.
Nope.
I like the patience here.
Yeah, they're going to get a
Good
moving
call,
screen on True Blood.
Just his first.
Got a little shoulder into that one. Got a Sandy Mercer says the Amish bulk food store, also known as Fountain Acres Foods.
All right.
Up there.
Underground Railroad.
Steve Barton's Underground Railroad.
Well, there's a lot of people that have some knowledge of that area. I'm not one of them.
And these are all Eastern people that have been answering.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
but some Northeastern people would obviously know this answer.
Sure.
But they're not chatting with us.
Not too far from there, I got pulled over coming home from a Randolph Southern game, but I don't know if that's a famous Indiana spot.
You got pulled over coming back from Centerville with me.
I did. Maybe I shouldn't go to away games.
So Wiley's getting ready to go to the line. That foul was on Zach Stevens. So our trivia question, what famous historical site is located just north of Northeastern High School? Your answer to the Dave's Car Wash trivia, the Levi Coffin State Historic Site. Levi Coffin was one of the main conductors on the Underground Railroad. Okay. So Steve Barton and Jade Gallion both got that. And then I also said I would accept the Hoosier Hill, which is the highest point in Indiana, although it's quite a bit further away than the Levi Coffin site. So that's why, since I said historic, I was going for Levi Coffin.
I'm trying to think. I mean, Indiana's not a hilly area. I mean, I know we have parts, but I feel like Paoli has got skiing, and so do they do down in. Are we
got to think as you go. So the highest points, the highest rises in the state are in Brown County State Park.
Okay.
I believe Weed Patch Hill in Brown County is like the highest rise.
Okay. So we're talking above sea level?
But above sea level,
All
Hoosier
right.
Hill is the highest
All
point.
right. Is it Lawrenceburg they got skiing down there too?
Lawrenceburg does and Paoli does, yes.
Paoli Peaks.
So Wiley hits one of two.
Well, I just learned something tonight from the trivia. Now, to be fair, I will say that I did not have Indiana history because I did not grow up in Indiana. So if any of those were covered there, now I got to read.
You mean they didn't cover Hoosier Hill
in Idaho history? Although, to be fair, I think it was in Colorado for state history. I can't even remember now. It's a long time ago. I can tell you about Pikes Peak as Luke picks up his fourth.
No, I've only got him.
I hope I'm wrong. Third. Okay. I
only had him for his
extra.
second, and you had him for four. So
yeah, we average it out. Counting is hard.
So 15-point lead for the Royals here. About 4 minutes left. Moore, no good. Powers, nice job by Powers to knock that away. He's going to stay with the Knights, but it was a nice play there.
It looked like Eli said, "Why'd you knock it away? It was right there."
Yeah.
Loring checks back in. We're rolling with the starting five right now.
Seal throws that one. Nice steal there. Everybody's calling for timeouts, but nobody really had. I didn't think anybody had possession or everybody had possession.
No, I agree.
Jump ball is going to stay with us. And here's a topic, off-topic topic of conversation. Something we were talking about today. Some people have voices way better than ours.
Okay.
That you just could listen to all day.
Sure.
You know, like everybody always goes with Morgan Freeman.
Sure.
Who has the smoothest, most just that voice, that kind of dulcet tones voice.
Okay, so yeah, I got to think about that now because
Luke Wiley picked up his third. So
Morgan Freeman is a good one, and James Earl Jones is another good one.
So, and those are the two people kind of jump to: Morgan Freeman, James Earl Jones.
I'll tell you what, Paul Harvey.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, and I'm probably dating myself there, but Paul Harvey on the radio for a certain age of person.
Well, how else did you learn the rest of the story?
Nice, absolutely.
Rutherford off the mark. Luke Manship there for the board.
By the
Kicks
way,
out to Powers.
Good.
Powers from Luke.
That rebound for Luke, by my stats, gives him the double-double. We got him with 10 and 10. 4 assists for Luke as well.
Yep.
That's a really good question. I'm trying to think about good radio voices or listen to a lot of audio books like that kind of narrative. People who on podcasts maybe that.
So mine, I have to go with Sean Connery.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a really good one.
And my wife says Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman? Okay, I can see that.
He played Snape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Harry Potter.
Or Hans Gruber from the great Christmas movie Die Hard.
Or the other guy in Quigley Down Under.
The other guy with Tom Hanks. No, Tom Selleck. I got mustache versus goofiness. That's it. I like that. That's a good call. I wouldn't have thought of Alan Rickman. And all I can see when I hear Alan Rickman is Jimmy Fallon doing his impersonation of Alan Rickman.
So again, Royals up by 18, under 3 minutes to play here. Seal walked with it but didn't get called for it. Deloney now with the ball up top. Now to Ross, now to Durbin.
If you're going to have somebody sing, Sting has dulcet tones.
Yes. Good fighting there.
Former English teacher. Nice.
Loring
Landon Loring.
Up ahead to Eli Manship for 2.
That might be the play of the night just because it was pretty. And that defense, and that was Landon's hedge right there that caused that travel.
Behind the back up to Eli.
So often those behind the back passes go skying into the bleachers, and that was right on the money from Landon Loring. Maybe we need to get a sponsor for a play of the game.
I'd be with that if we could find it. Nice Powers over to Rutherford. One more, no. Luke Manship with another offensive rebound. We've got a ton of offensive rebounds here in the fourth.
Yep. Mike, I have not ridden the train up Pikes Peak, but I have ridden the train across the Rockies.
Luke Manship with 2 more.
And I missed we have an assist on that one?
No, he drove it.
Okay, that's what I thought. David Attenborough. Kerry Womack going with Sir David Attenborough. And you can't forget the Sir. I think that makes you more mellifluous. All right.
So Loring's third foul. Seal's going to go to the line.
I feel like we've been in control of this game from midway through the second quarter on, but it was I didn't ever feel secure. And this quarter here has kind of pushed it that direction.
Well, and I feel like it sounds weird, but it's been Luke Manship inside.
Yeah.
How many offensive rebounds, how many tips have we gotten, how many things have we gotten inside where it kind of took control of the game? And I know we knocked down some shots, but I felt like that was
absolutely.
We've kind of controlled the inside here in the fourth quarter.
Yep, I agree. And there are going to be games like that where we have a size, height, and thickness advantage over teams. We got to take advantage of that when we've got it. Loring for 3. That'll be good for Landon to see that go through. I have 8 of our guys with assists. All the 8 who have played each have at least 1 assist, according to my unofficial stats. It's an unselfish team.
Coach Bechtel telling him to hold here. Although Rutherford's going to take the three.
He might be having a conversation with Coach Rutherford after the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Bechtel did not want his shot.
No, he was. Deloney will take that one.
Yep, invited to shoot and stepped into it like he was at practice.
It's his first three of the season.
That's season high for him, 5 points.
So now, assuming that we hold it, if we can do that, the Royals are going to win 57-36 here over the Northeastern Knights to move to 2-2 on the season. So Eastern Hancock now 2-2 on the season, where they'll face Daleville on Saturday night. Hopefully, weather permitting.
Yeah, weather permitting.
Northeastern falls to 2-2 on the season, and they've got a week off until they play Shenandoah next Friday. They'll return home. They've been 3 games in a row on the road, so they'll be back home. If you're a Northeastern fan, make sure and come out for that one next week as they host the Raiders. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after we tally our stats. We'll be after these words.
With 9-Star Connect high-speed fiber internet, there's no choosing between speed and reliability. You get both. Lightning-fast internet with no data caps and equal upload and download speeds means everyone gets what they need when they need it. Stream, game, work, and connect all at the same time without missing a beat. All backed by our 24/7, 365 expert support team. Because your connection should be the last thing you worry about. Switch today. Visit 9starconnect.com.
All right, so final score here from Charlottesville. Eastern Hancock wins 57-36 over the Northeastern Knights. They move to 10-11 all-time against Northeastern and snap a 2-game losing streak to the Knights. You got our final stats here, Scott?
I do. For the Royals, we were led by Caden Powers is 15, Luke Manship with 12, 11 from Brennan Trueblood, 7 from Landon Loring, 5 for Rutherford, 4 for Eli Manship, and a 3-pointer for Zach Stevens. I do want to point out, we got a lot of rebounds tonight. Luke had 11, Eli had 8. I got 5 for Luke Lewis, 3 apiece for Trueblood and Loring, and 2 for Powers. 4 assists for Luke Manship and 3 blocks.
For the Knights, they were led by Luke Wiley, the sophomore, had 16. Trent Deloney with 5, Caleb Moore with 5, Jarrett Leitner with 5, Logan Seal with 3, and Brody Ross with 2, and leading scorer Marshall Phillips, I had him held scoreless.
Yeah, we played really good defense on him tonight, and he picked up a couple of fouls. Kind of kept him ineffective.
Well, and, neither team shot very well. We did come back, and we shot 42% from deep in the second half, so we did end up shooting 29% from 3 overall. 30% is respectable in that regard. Now, several of those were right there at the end.
Right.
Really weren't a factor of the game. But Northeastern, 4 of 21, 19% for 3. So, tough night for those guys. And, again, biggest difference here, Eastern Hancock, 36 rebounds, Northeastern 17.
Yeah.
I mean, doubled them up on rebounds there. So, big game there for the Royals. Again, moving to 2-2, always going to be good on the season. We will be back in action Saturday. Nothing tomorrow night. Saturday, the girls play at noon. Lincoln Schilling and I will have the broadcast for the girls' game at noon. They host the Cathedral Fighting Irish. And then the boys play that evening against the Daleville Broncos, second conference game of the season. So hopefully the weather holds up and lets us get those games in, and we don't have to delay them, because I hate it when you get 3 games a week in January and February, and it's just a mess. So,
you want to do a player of the game?
Oh yeah, player of the game.
I mean, I'm looking at Luke, but I was in my head, I'm thinking that Brennan Trueblood's second quarter was huge for us. We were kind of stagnant offensively. I look at that. We only had 5 points aside from him.
Uh-huh.
I mean, those were really important minutes with Eli Manship on the bench. So I would vote to give it to Brennan.
I'm perfectly good with that. So, Brennan Trueblood, congratulations, the Paxton Farms Sweet Corn Player of the Game. All right. Anything else for the good of the cause, Scott?
That's it.
All right. We will see you guys next game, Saturday night.